Welcome back. Let's read a little bit more about India before I'm getting too tired. It's 5:30 p.m. So just follow my list. That's not this one. That's the one here. So I will go to my bed and reading.
The Luni River. The Luni is the largest river in the Thar Desert of northwest India. It originates in the Pushkar Valley of the Aravalli Range, near Ajmer, passes through the southeastern portion of the Thar Desert, and ends in the marshy lands of Rann of Kutch in Gujarat, after travelling a distance of 495 kilometres, 308 mi. It is first known as Sagarmati. Then after passing Govinda, it meets its tributary Sarasvati, which originates from Pushkar Lake, and from then on it is called Luni. In 1892, Maharaja Jaswant Singh II of Jodhpur constructed Jaswant Sagar in Pishiak village between Bilera and Boi of Jodhpur district. It is one of the largest artificial lakes in India and irrigates more than 12,000 acres, 49 kilometers. It is one of the internal drainage rivers in India. It does not meet with Arabian Sea. It is drained before it reaches the Arabian Sea. OpenStreetMap lat equals 26.524008 long equals 74.66082 zoom equals 3 layer equals standard. Etymology, edit. The Luni is also known as the Lavanavari or Lavanavati, which means salt river in Sanskrit, due to the high salinity of its water. Overview, edit. The Luni River Basin is 37,363 square kilometers, which includes all or part of the Ajmer, Barma, Jalore, Jodhpur, Nagaur, Pali and Sairoi districts of Rajasthan and the Banaskantha and Patan districts of northern Gujarat. Its major tributaries are the Sukri, Mithri, Bandi, Kari, Jawai, Guhia and Sagi from the left and the Hohari from the right. The Luni River begins near Ajmer in the Pushkar Valley of the western Aravalli Range at an elevation of about 550 m. At this point, the river is also known as the Sagarmati. The river then flows in the southwest direction through the hills and plains of the Mewar region in Rajasthan. The river flows southwest and enters the Thar Desert before dissipating into the Rann of Kutch, traversing a total of 495 kilometers in spite of the high salinity. It is a major river in the region and serves as a primary source of irrigation. The Luni is not saline until it reaches Balotra, where high salt content in the soil impacts the river. The Luni may have been the southern portion of the historic Gagahakra River channel. Tributaries, edit. The Jawai, Sukri, Guhia, Bandi and Hohari rivers are the main tributaries of the Luni River. The Hohari is the only tributary that merges to the right bank of the river, while other 10 tributaries reach its left bank. All the tributaries except Hohari originates from the Aravalli Hill. Dams and irrigation, edit. The dams in the Luni River are: 1. Sipu Dam is located near the Luni River, although it is not directly on the river itself. Instead, it is situated on the Sipu River, which merges with the Banas River. 2. Jaswant Sagar Dam, built in 1892 by Maharaja Jaswant Singh. It is one of the largest artificial lakes in India. The two major irrigation projects on the Luni River are Sardar Samand and Jawai Dam. Sardar Samand Dam was constructed in 1905. Flash floods, edit. Flash floods have occurred in the Luni River as the river flows on a shallow bed and the riverbank soil is easily flattened by the rainwater. The worst flood happened in 2006, when the desert region received heavy rain. The water levels rose to 15-25 feet, submerging the surrounding region. The 2006 flash floods caused water levels to rise to as high as 15-25 feet, submerging many parts along the river in the Bama district. A large number of people and animals died in the flood. In 2010, another flood occurred, but there were less casualties. Industrial pollution impact, edit. The degradation of the Luni River's water quality is primarily attributed to the discharge of hazardous pollutants by textile industries located along its banks, including Balotra, Bithuja, Chasol, and Pali. The pollution has resulted in the loss of the river's natural flow, transforming fresh water into saline water as it reaches Balotra. This pollution not only affects the river itself but also contaminates groundwater and surface water bodies in the surrounding areas. Efforts to combat pollution, edit. Several individuals and organizations have been actively involved in combating the pollution of the Luni River. The Pradyushan Niwaran and Parivan Sanrakshan Samiti, a voluntary organization, has been at the forefront of the fight against river pollution. Their efforts include advocating for the enforcement of green norms, raising awareness about the issue, and pushing for compensation to farmers whose crops have been damaged due to contaminated water. Legal interventions, edit. The National Green Tribunal, NGT, and the Rajasthan High Court have played significant roles in addressing the pollution problem of the Luni River. The NGT, in response to a public interest litigation, declared the Luni water unfit for irrigation due to pollution from textile dyeing units. The court ordered the shutdown of around 800 textile units for violating green norms, and subsequent assessments were conducted to monitor the situation. Ongoing challenges, edit. Despite legal interventions and efforts by various stakeholders, challenges persist in addressing the pollution of the Luni River. Textile industries continue to discharge pollutants into the river, and encroachments in the catchment area exacerbate the problem. The lack of full compliance with environmental quality standards by some industries and the failure to achieve zero liquid discharge, ZLD, remain areas of concern. Fish diversity, edit. The Fish Diversity Assessment of Luni River, led by ICAR National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, Lucknow, from October 2018, November 2019, reported the occurrence of 27 species belonging to 22 genera, dominated by cyprinids. The highest fish diversity of 12 species was reported in Samari and Gandalf. In this study, the wide distribution of invasive fish species such as African catfish, Clarias gariepinus, and Mozambique tilapia, Aureochromis mozambicus, were also reported from the River Luni. References, edit.